Alright then, welcome back to Tomb Raider 2013 mod. Now if you remember, last time we was in the most important place, which is called Shantytown. Now last time, that on my last recording, or the previous one I did, was that I ended up back in the Shantytown with an area where you saw a boat, a plane that you saw, where a bit of the back of the plane was ripped off from my bow with the string it had to rip it off. And when I ended the video on that previous recording, it had that bit there that was ripped off. And when I did my last recording, it took me back towards where the plane with the back of itself was ripped off, with one guy that was hiding away from me. And also, there was a fair load of people. Before I ended the video, there was a load of people that flicking killed me. And I died a fair few times. And before I left the plane, I killed a fair few more people. Killing more people with also 100 XP straight away on the left hand side of the screen that popped up just then. And like I said, that there was a load of people around this area. We had a couple people up here and people coming down here with a red explosive barrel there, a red explosive barrel just there, and one explosive barrel there, one about over here, and another one just right there that I didn't use. So there's a fair load of people down there that was stopping me continuing to bring this gate up when I left it, because when I was fighting with a load of people in this area, there was a bit of cloth that was poking around on this metal bit to stop you bringing the gate up, which is what I did do. And also where the other people were, which I'm going to go back to allow you to find out where they were, which was, give me a few seconds to do a couple of jumps and stuff, and hop straight over here, and hop straight over here, and over here. And it was like I said, there's the plane there, and I was starting over here. So I started to stand here with Roth talking to me about, are you near that large gate? And like I said, I'm heading towards it, and a load of people was coming all over the place from all the way along here, and a couple of people was up here. And when I grabbed some fire arrows to kill people with, which I did do, also I stood up here with a red barrel that was standing here for people to hit to explode me and kill me. And lucky I didn't die on that bit over there. And also I came from continuing going in there to come all the way around here and there, and I died once over there, and I came back over here to do some more, to do some bits and pieces as well. And also I was in this area, just this area here that I was at before. But also, the other reason why I came back here because I made a mistake, which what other people can do, was that there wasn't a number of things to be picked up, which was 11 of them, even though there wasn't 11. There's 12. There's 12 in this area right here, all the way around and around and around and around, all over the place. Okay, but also what I did do is grab one set of a shotgun, which gave me 3 parts instead of having 2 parts of it. And also I grabbed a set of the gun, of a rifle gun, which I grabbed four parts of it because I did have 2 parts, and one of the salvage crates, which is a yellow box that was scattered around all over the place that you would have found me to pick up in my last recording, with 2 parts of the gun that I'm holding. But previously I did have a rifle that was called with WWII and with SUBMACI, nope, sorry, with WWII with SUBMACHINE, gun, whatever that's called exactly. And basically that I did have it, and when I grabbed 2 parts of that kind of gun, which will allow me to have a better gun, which is the gun I've got now, which is automatic, not automatic, it is assault rifle. And also I grabbed 3 parts of a shotgun, which I will show you. As well as, this is the other reason why I've come back here, because there are 3 parts at 2 different kinds of camps. One will look like a tent, as you can see in the middle of the screen somewhere. We'll see a shape of a tent, which will allow you to have 3 different things. So if you push square or X, whichever console you're using, you'll have your skills, fast travel, and salvage. So I'm going to go to salvage first of all to show you the weapons, which you'll find an axe like this that Roth would have gave you. Alright, also the pistol that you would have, which is this one, which is SEMI, automatic pistol, which has 5 things to do on your gun, which is the first one that's at the bottom of the screen, that is worth 450 salvage, which is what you'll find at the right hand side of the screen, which allows you to pay for it. That will be a green colour, which is basically says you've got enough to pay for it. But if you haven't got enough, then it'll go red, or if there's something else to it, then it'll go grey. But also on the left hand side of the screen, you'll find a number that I've got for my salvage to be used at whatever weapon you want to use. So I've got 3,704. That's all I've got. So I've got plenty if I want to use it. So this one on the left hand side, right at the middle, you'll find 5 parts of the gun to be completed, which I haven't done. So the first one below the 5 parts you can complete, which is the first one, which will allow you to pay 450 for using the R1 button, which will allow the bullets to do 3 bullets at once. So when you pay for 400, if you've got enough, I'm going to use my hands for this, and basically if you paid for it, but if you haven't, which I haven't, you're only allowed 1 bullet to just go like that, just 1 bang. That's all you're going to get. But if you pay for it and you can use the R1, you're going to get 3 bullets to go like that, or even more louder than that. But that's just a demonstration of how the gun will work, to be honest. So that is what that will do. Okay, next one along, which is worth 200 for you to use, well, to spend basically. And what this will do, which will allow you to use more bullets in the gun. Now, what this will do, I'm going to show you, because at the minute the pistol can only fire 8 bullets. And also, when I turn the camera around with R3 and push L2 in, at the top right corner you'll find a number, which is 38. And also you'll find with the 38 number, there's a white patch around on the left hand side of between the numbers of the 38 that's there. So the white patches, which is showing you there's 8 bullets in the gun, which will creep up even higher when you pay for that thing that's 200 quid. Alright, so when you pay for that, that white bit will push it even further up towards the left side of the dark patches. As you can see, it's really dark with the 38 that's got the number on there. So when you pay for it, the white patch will push it even further around the dark bits. So say like I use a clock, for example, with your big hand and your small hand, and the small hand's pointing at the bottom, which is the first blob that's around the 38, and unless you say the big hand is pointing towards the 8, which is pretty much the same as 8 bullets in the gun to use when you push the R2 in with the L2 that's been pushed in. Okay, that's what you want to do, push L2 in so you can get it actually to show you how many bullets you've got to use out of firing 8 bullets. Alright, next of all, which is going to be the rifle, which is what I grabbed hold of before I had the shittest rifle there is, but it's better than no weapons whatsoever. But yeah, it was WWII with SUBMACHINE gun. Alright, so when I said that I grabbed hold of 2 parts to start off with when I had the WWI gun, and when I grabbed 2 of those from the Savage crates, which is a yellow box, I grabbed 2 parts of it, which is basically allows you to just grab 3 parts of it before your WWI gun changes into this thing, which is called assault rifle this time. Which now, because the WWI gun used to have 5 upgrades you can use on it, but this time when you do grab 3 parts of the rifle guns, it will upgrade with several bits on it, which this time this assault rifle has got 6 pieces. So let me go through this time. because there's something different on this thing. Right, first of all, once again, on the left hand side, in the middle, which is shape of a cylinder, which allows you to, like I said with the pistol, and where I said with the number 38, when you're holding the L2 in, it shows you the number of how many bullets that you can use. But also, when I said about the cylinder on the pistol, that this one will push the white patch around clockwise. So it'll push it towards the number 9, or it might push it towards number 10 on your clock, for example, that you use your big hand and your small hand to read the time perfectly. So basically that's what that will do. Push the time, push the cylinder, push the white patch even further around the number. Okay, so when I come out of this, what the assault rifle will look like, will look like this, but also you can see on the right side it will show you a number which is 88, and as you can see the white patch is pushed even further around instead of the pistol, because as you can see the pistol that I've got now, which has got a couple of patches on there which is a bit white, it'll show you 8 bullets to use, but with the assault rifle the white patch has been pushed even further around for you to use more bullets than the pistol does. Okay, so basically that's what that cylinder does. Okay, so it pushes it, but it's only 225 for that, so you've got to be very careful with paying for things. But also this one will allow you to use 15 more bullets to use. Also what I should have done was to go to this cylinder. Oh, also I've done something else wrong as well. Right, so we go back to the pistol for a minute, which is the automatic pistol one, which this one with the cylinder is worth 200, like I said, but I should have stuck to the pistol, but oh well. So we'll stick to that now. And with the pistol, next one along with only 5 parts is this one that is worth 200, is basically for damage. So for example, that if you tap your hand gently, you don't flicking feel a bloody thing, and when you pay for this and you tap your hand a little bit harder, you'll start to feel a bit of pain kicking in. And also when you pay for this one will be unlocked. Okay, so same again, if you tap your hand a bit more flicking harder, it will sting flicking really hard, and flicking starts to sting like mad, saying ow that hurts. So that's what this one does for your damage when you select this one for 200. Okay, the same thing that this one on the right hand side you'll find 250, but that's gone grey. So because you have to unlock this one first before you do that. Alright, and last of all for the pistol, which is for 300 Savage. So basically this one, which will allow the bullet to come out harder. Okay, so it's the same thing with when I'm using my hands. Just tap it very gently, you'll get that. But when you pay for it and you push the R2 in once, with L2's been pushed in for your accuracy to actually completely aim at what you're aiming at, and you push the R2 in with the payment that you're going to pay for 300 for this, and you're going to get that. As well as if you keep pushing the R2 in and out, you're going to get, you're going to keep getting that sort of thing. But it won't go like that, but it will just keep going ballistically for several other bullets to come out. So what I mean by that is one at a time. It goes one bullet, one bullet, one bullet every time. But as long as you keep pushing the R2 in and out every single time, then you'll be able to just use several other bullets when you've got 8 bullets in there, or whenever you decide to use this one to carry some more bullets, because you can carry 10 in there. Right, same again this one with the assault rifle. Instead of having about maybe 45 bullets, something like that, in that gun, and you pay for this one for 225, which will give you 15 more, and basically you can use a lot more. All right, now this one, this time, which is your first new one for you to use, which is your first part that goes to your 6 parts that you do have now, instead of having 5 parts of it. Now this is for 350 for the bullet to do some damage to kill people with. Alright, so same again, like when I tap my hand a little bit, doesn't flicking hurt. When you pay for 300 and you can pretend you're tapping your hand flicking harder, it'll flicking stop to sting and it flicking hurts. So the bullet will be able to do some pain on people or some animals, whatever kind of thing you want to use it for. But also on the left hand side of the screen, you'll see the shape of the assault rifle, and it will say find 2 parts to unlock the next upgrade of the gun, which is what you want to try and look for in some salvage crates. And what I mean by that, you'll find some silver crates and some yellow crates. Okay, so that's what that's for. Next one along, which is 300 again, but this one was 350, so you're okay. So this one that's 300, this will allow you to get your gun to stay a bit more steady, for Lara to hold it when she's firing the gun, when you're especially pushing the R2 button in as hard as you flicking can to keep it pushed in. And so when you're aiming at it with an L2, when Lara's firing the gun, the accuracy will roughly stay a bit more on your target of what you're aiming at. Okay, so instead of when you're aiming at whatever you are aiming at, and when R2's been pushed in, when you haven't selected this one, the gun will start to shake in her hands, so it doesn't really stay accurate on people. Then you're just hitting the chest or around the leg or around the arms of people or any animal you're trying to kill, and it doesn't freaking kill it. Then you might want to use this to do a bit more better than you can. But also, when you do pay for this, this one will be unlocked, which is recoil, as well as 350, which allows the accuracy to be a bit more accurate, instead of making the gun keep shaking all over the place when you're actually selecting this one. But yeah, like I say, when you do pay for this one will be available. You can select it, and that will do exactly that. It will allow you to keep the gun steady, as well as get the accuracy bang on to whatever you're aiming at. Alright, also next one along, which is 300 this time, and this is about reload speed. Okay, so say like you've got 30 bullets in your gun of the cylinder that you do have, even though you've got 90 bullets to use, even though you can't fire 90 because you can only shoot a certain amount. So say like you can shoot only 45 to start off with, and if you've used about 30 of them, you'll end up with about 55 bullets left to use. And basically you've shot a load of those bullets from 90 you did have, and people are still around you, especially if there's 4 or 5 of them with a load of armour, and they've got a similar gun like this, and you're taking punishment from their guns to shoot at you and freaking kill you. And you see your white patch going down towards number 6 when I'm saying that I hold L2 in, where it shows you a number in the middle with white patches around it. And when you see that go down towards into a black patch instead of staying white, then if you see that go down and down and down with only about 6 or 8 bullets left in there while people are still shooting you, then you might want to press the square or X to get the bullets with the white patch to go back up all the way towards the number 12, which is your clock, basically. And so when you're doing that, the bullets will go back into your gun, and it's a bit slow. So you might want to use this one to get more speed for the bullets to go straight back in, and just keep the R2 button in to keep firing more bullets to try and kill the people, and then you've got a better chance of staying alive. Alright, and last of all, which is rate of fire, once again 250, which is similar to the pistol. This just allows you to, but this time, instead of having the pistol to allow you to keep pushing R2 in and out when you're using L2 to get the accuracy to be aimed at wherever you're aiming at, but this time with this assault rifle, with the other one that you did have, which was the WWII gun, which does roughly the same thing, but this time this sort of gun, as well as the WWI one, was that when you push the R2 in, you keep pushing it in, and I'm going to use my hands for this, and you haven't paid for it, you're going to get that sort of speed for the bullets to come out as fast as it can. Alright, so when you do pay for 250 and you keep that R2 in with the L2, you're just going to keep getting that, even though it's probably not as fast as clapping your hands as fast as you can, but it's roughly what the pistol that the assault rifle does with the WWI you start off with. Alright, so that's what any rifle does. Last of all, to move on, which is the shotgun, which is called TRENCH shotgun. Now, it has 4 things on there for you to use, which I've only done one on my previous recording before I did my last recording, because I did use this one, which has got a tick on it, which allows you to push the R1 button in. And what I mean by that, what it does, which allows you to shoot even closer to a person or an animal that is far too flicking far away from you. So like if you got a tape measure and you measured it around a can, it's about, say if it was 15 centimeters long, and you think, oh, that's a bit too short and too flicking far away for that to flicking kill a deer that's as long as a tabletop or a large box from some Lego box that you buy. It's about, maybe say if it was 30 centimeters long, or maybe 45, and the deer's about that far away from where you're standing, and you haven't selected this one, you can't flick and reach it. But when you do pay for it for 450, which it was what it's worth, and you can just push the R1 button, and you got a better chance of killing a deer that's about 45 centimeters away from you. So you might want to use that, which is what that'll do. Next of all, which is this one that is to do with damage, which is 325. Okay, so when you do pay for that, and basically the bullet itself, instead of having it going bang, and when you pay for this, you're going to get bang like that for the bullet to come out to freaking kill someone a bit more better than you can with it. Alright, so that's what that'll do. Next one along, which is 300 for this gun, which is close towards what the pistol does. Okay, and what I mean by that is that if you don't pay for it and you're pushing the R2 in just once, you're going to get that, and that's all you're going to get. And basically again, if you pay for 300, you're going to get that, or even flicking that kind of force for the bullet to come straight out of it, and that's what that'll do. And last of all, which is the only main one to do, which is this one, that is 300 salvage, which is basically a shot. Okay, and also what this will do, which is allows Lara to pull the handle that is at the very end of the tube that is pointing towards you right now. So what that'll do is allow Lara to pull it back for the bullet to be forced straight out of it. Okay, but that is 300. But as well, what it will do is allow Lara to hold the gun a bit more steady. So when you're pushing the R2 in and Lara starts to shoot it and the gun starts to wobble, bounce about a bit, where she's trying to keep it accurate. So basically, if you pay for this for 300 and you fire it with R2, Lara will keep the gun steady. If you're holding your controller facing one way and pointing towards the other, and you pull your arm up, the controller will start to not be a bit more slippery in your hands, especially if you've got a PS4 and you've got no spiky bits underneath your controller where your fingers can just slip off it when you're trying to hold it very tight, and your hands are quite sweaty, and where it just wants to slide out your fingers. And so that's what this will do, which will allow Lara to hold it a bit more better. Next of all is your last weapon, which is your bow, which is called RECURVE, bow, because last time you had another bow, because it was wood bow, but it wasn't wood bow name for it, because it was called something else, but the name's gone, so I won't be able to recognise it. But if you've been checking the rest of my recordings, you'll know exactly what the previous weapon was called. And also you have 5 bow parts this time, because I end up grabbing on my last recording, or the previous one I did, I end up grabbing something else, which was this one right here, which was allow you to fire some fire arrows to burn people with, which is what I did on my last recording, as well as try and burn them to death, as well as kill them, because they're quite strong fucking turds to kill. But yeah, that's what that's for. And also I did grab all of this one, which was allow you to use some string to pull people down with, or pull some things that's got some string tied around it, where you can just pull it apart and rip it off. And basically that's what that'll do. And this one again, this one's free, so you don't have to pay no salvage whatsoever. Also this one was free, so you don't have to use no salvage whatsoever. So these two are free, so you have to spend no salvage whatsoever. Now next of all, which is now going to ask you to pay for some salvage, which is 250, which allows you to do some damage, which allows you to pull the string back, and when you do let go of R2, and like if you had a pencil for example, and you sharpen it with a sharpener, and you push it into your hand and say, oh, that flicking hurts a little bit. And so again, when you pay for it, it will allow the arrow to be a bit more flicking sharper, and when you push it through someone's head, they're dead. So basically that's what that will do, which will be a bit more sharper for the arrow to kill someone with. Alright, next of all, which is this one that is 200 salvage again, just like the other ones I've read, like for the pistol for example, that was 200. And now this one, which will allow you to unlock this one as well, but we'll get to that in a moment. So this one's 200 salvage, and what you will be able to do, if you haven't paid for this, and what I'm going to do is make a sound for this, and so when you hold L2, which is your accuracy, and you push that in once, you're going to get ping for the arrow to be fired out. But also when you're pushing the R2 in and out, you're going to get ping, 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 ping. And so when you do pay for this one for 200, same again, if you push it in and hold it in and then let go of the R2, you're going to get ping. But every time when you do pay for this one for 200 and you keep pushing the arrow, push the R2 in, you get ping, 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 ping. As freaking fast as I can do it. And so when you do pay for this for 200, this one will be unlocked, even though will say it's locked with 250 with a bit of silver or grey patch of a number in there to say, don't be stupid, you're going to have to pay for this one first. But yeah, when you do pay for it, instead of getting that sort of force of the ping, 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 as I said before, so when you do pay for it for 250 with the first one you can pay for, whenever you decide to, and basically when you push the R2 in, and push the R2 in and out again, when you pay for this one, you get ping, 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 ping. Something like that. But yeah, that's what I was going to do with my sound of ping, 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 ping all the time. Yeah, like I say, whenever you do the R2 in and out, just go faster and faster and faster. And when you pay for this one, it's going to get twice as freaking faster for the arrow to keep coming in and out whenever you get Lard to pull the string back. Which is what you'll see, there's a bit of a string there for a Lard to just grab hold of her hand and pull it back as whenever you decide to use your arrow, and that will do that. Alright. Next of all, which is the camp, which is basically with the tent one that you use, which allows you to have one in the middle, which is your fast travel to go back and forwards to wherever you want to be. Okay, so like I say, when I push it with the X, you'll bring all of these in the middle, in the picture of the middle of the screen, where you find all sorts of maps and camps you've already been in. So you can keep going back and forth every bloody where, whenever you decide to. And last of all, is your skill points, which allows you to use anything you want. Alright, but I haven't used any of those lately, so you'll find a fair few in this one that are ticked. And also, what you can do, instead of keep pushing back and forth, keep pushing back with your B or circle to bring up the 3 different things there are, which is a mountain, a head, and a shape of a knife at the bottom of the middle of the screen, where you'll find 3 of them. So instead of keep going back and forth, like I said, what you can do is just press the A or X to go straight in it, and push the R1 or L1 to go back and forth to whichever one you want to go for. So if you're on the mountain, you push L1, it'll go to the knife, and if you're on the knife and you push R1, it'll send it back into the mountain, and you just can keep going for whatever you want. Alright, so the first one on the mountain, which is shaped like a bird beak, which will allow you to use R1 when you do select this, for you to be able to push the L1, and it will bring a nice colour around some objects like a box or an animal or a plant or something like that. And you can, if you're in a dark area and you can't see a flicking thing wherever it's bloody hiding that you're desperately after, and so you can select this one to find it a bit more better than you ever would be finding. Also the next one along, which is for your XP to be boosted up even higher, which is in the middle of the screen, which you'll find a shape of like a plant. So basically, if you haven't selected this one already, if you pick up a plant, you're going to get 5 XP right there. Also, if you kill a deer, you're going to get 20 XP. And also, if you kill a wolf, you're going to get 20 as well. And also, if you kill a pig, you're probably going to get 40 for that, something like that. But like I say, when you select this one, you'll grab, instead of having 5 XP for picking up a plant, you're going to get 10. If you kill a wolf and you select this one, instead of having 20, you're going to get 30. And if you kill a deer, instead of having 20, you're going to get 50. And if you get a pig, if you kill a pig and you select this one, instead of having 40, you're going to get 80. And so that's what that does. For your XP, for your skills to be creeping up even higher. Alright. Now this one, which is to do with your salvage, like with the weapons I showed you. And when you select this one from a salvage crate, which is a box, it'll be a certain colour, as well as some silver big boxes that I've done, which is only one in this area I've been so far on my last recording. It gave me one of those. So basically, if you select this one, you'll grab a lot more salvage than you ever can in the game. But also, the next one along is more salvage, but this time you can get salvage from killing animals, like a pig or a deer or a rat or a chicken. And so basically you'll get some salvage to use for your weapons again. But also, if you're a first time player, then if you don't select this one, you won't be getting no salvage whatsoever. But so I suggest you pick this one for your salvage to upgrade your weapons to whatever skills, that specific thing you want to use on your weapons, okay? But like I say, when you're first time player, you want to select this one, but if you play it a load of times, you shouldn't be need to select this one. But I play it a fair few times, and sometimes it still wants me to pick it up, very occasionally. But yeah, that's what that'll do. Same thing again, if you're a first time player and you've got 5 arrows, which is what this will do, and you have fired 5 arrows to kill a flicking deer, especially if it wants to run away. And so if you don't select this one, you fired 5 arrows and it's dead, and you get allowed to stab it with a knife or an axe, and you get allowed to do that, you won't be getting no 5 arrows. So you suggest you select this one to grab some arrows. But if you do select this one and you fire 5 arrows and you get allowed to stab it with an axe, you might get 3 arrows back, you might get 2, you might get all of them back if you're lucky. Depends on the game, wants to be very nice and generous to you, but we'll see. Right, also the ones that are locked, I am not going to read, because there is 2 of these that are unlocked. So this one will allow you to land safely without taking as much damage as you ever can take. Like when you saw me on my previous recording I did, was go round some trees to take some damage that you could get like to smack yourself into the trees and get her killed. So basically you want to use this to come down and land safely, as well as if you're quite high up above somewhere and you think, oh, she might die, so I might just use this one to get Lara to get down safely without taking as much damage as well as not die. Okay, so that's what that's for. Next one along is a shape like a magnifying glass, which will allow you to find things on your map. Alright, so that's what that will do. But also, when I did go to a tomb, which I'll explain soon. But also, next one along, when I push the R1, it's gone to the head symbol, which allows you to find 3 things that are unlocked right now for me to read. So this one has got a tick, which allows you to use your bow. Right, also I'm going to use a number 5 to give you an example what it does. Right, so for number 5 I'm going to say, which is time, 5 seconds. So when you hold L2 and push the R2 pushed in, the 5 seconds will start to tick down. And if you're trying to go for deer's head and you've got 3 seconds still when you're trying to find the flicking deer, and when you do find it walking slowly and you're trying to go for the head, and another half a second's gone, so you've got 1.5 seconds before you let go of R2 with your L2 being pushed in, And when the time runs out, the arrow's going to go ping straight off your hands. For Lara to let go of the string for the arrow to just fire off, and you think, oi, I needed that arrow. What a waste. I flicking missed and hit nothing. Didn't kill the deer, and that was a waste of time. So you might want to use this one to give you some more time, but even though 5 seconds is not the right number for how long you've got, so I probably said you got 15 seconds at least, something like that. Yeah, that's what that'll do, is give you more time to allow you to keep that R2 pushed in to try and get the actually bang onto the head of an animal or person for you to kill them. Alright, next one along, which is ammo capacity, which allows you to grab some more arrows for you to use, as well as more bullets for the assault rifle that I've got now, and also you get some more bullets for the pistol and some more bullets for the shotgun. How about that? So with the arrow, you only have 20 to start off with, and if you select this one, you'll grab some more. And with the assault rifle or the WWI gun you start off with, you'll end up with 90 bullets to use. And if you select this one, you get some more. And also the pistol will have 50 to start off with, and if you select again, you'll get some more, as well as the shotgun. You'll have 20 shotgun shell bullets to use, and you can use this to grab some more. Alright, and last of all in this section, which allows you to kill some people, which will allow you to grab some more XP, as well as possibly some more bullets to grab hold of, especially if you've got only 5 bullets for the shotgun, you've only got 30 for the rifle gun, and you've got only 10 arrows, and for the pistol you've only got 25. And when you do kill a person and you've got that kind of map in every single flicking gun, you might be lucky to grab some more. If you're lucky, if the game decides to say, screw you, you can flicking just have only 5 bullets for the pistol to give you 30 left. No, for goodness sake, that's not enough. How rude. But yeah, that's what it does. And last of all, which is got 4 of them that I have used on at the moment, but also what I'll do is go back to the first set, which would have 9 of them for you to use on whenever you decide to use your skills, which is on the left hand side where you'll see a number 4 sitting there. If you say you've got 4 left, you can use how many you want to use and which ones you want to use, basically. So there's 9 on the mountain for you to use whenever you decide to, as well as when you select a certain amount of skills to unlock some more, which I'll explain in a moment. Right, also on this one there is 7 of these in the knife, and also with the head there is 8 of those. Alright, so back to the knife. There is 4 of these that has been used, but also there's a couple that have still got to be used, which is only 3 of them. Okay, so first one is a health kit pack for you to use, which basically allows you to take a little bit more punishment from people using guns and arrows and all sorts of things. As you saw me on my last recording, I freaking kept dying to get through that flicking gate, and slowly, like I said, it can flicking piss you right off. And so, like I say, you want to use this one to take some more punishment, as well as when you are taking punishment, what you want to do is stay behind something and make sure you don't touch no buttons, and let the colour of the screen change back to normal, because when you're dying, the screen will go darker and darker and darker, as well as on the sides of the screens you'll find a bit of red patch closing in on the screen to say your health's going down, so you might want to stay behind something and hopefully no one will come near to freaking kill you and you're dead. So basically you want to stay there and just wait until the screen changes back to normal. So that's what this will do. Next one along, which is allow you to grab a rock, even though when you do press the square or X, you won't be able to see Lara pick up a rock, but she will pick it up, even though you won't be able to see it, but you'll be able to see Lara punch someone in the head with a rock. Okay, that's what that will do. This one right here, which will allow you to get Lara to use her axe action, where you can push the triangle or Y, whichever console you're using. It's exactly the same with this thing down here, which allows you to push the triangle or Y to use her fist or grab a rock to smack him in the head, and basically that's what that will do. Okay, so you'll be able to do that with it. Next one along, which is to do with your axe, which is a stunt for you to do. So you can select this one for Lara to whack the axe against someone's head when you're pushing the X or Y, triangle or Y. As well as when you do select this one, usually you will be able to use the B or circle for Lara to dodge around people that can kill you easier. So you might want to select this one for Lara to use the axe to whack people in the head and kill them easier when you're dodging around the place. But also what you want to do is select this one first, because this will allow you to dodge around people, for you to allow you use the triangle or the Y to pop up around people's heads to say, you can push that button right now and Lara will do the stunt for you. Alright. Also, when you do select this one will be active for you to use. Okay, it's the same thing with the other ones that's locked at the moment in time. Okay, so like I said, when you select this one will come active. And also when I do select this one right here, which is the shape of the arrows again, this one will come active. Alright, so that's what that will do. Alright, when you're doing that. Okay, so this one again, that's unlocked, which allows you to have a better chance of killing someone straight away. But like I say, when you do select this one will come active, and you'll get a dodge kill MASTERY, whatever it spells. So basically this one will kill your person straight away and he's dead. You don't have to use nothing. Especially when you push the B to dodge and push the Y or triangle to get Lara to kill him or whoever. Okay, so this one will take a bit more punishment to kill someone, but they won't die instantly. But yeah, like I say, if you want to be careful and you just want to do some more punishment with guns and stuff, then you might want to just stick with this one. Or if you want to see a bit more action for Lara to do some punching and all sorts of shit that she does, then you can select this one and just leave this one alone if you want. Alright, and that's what all of that does. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, now that I said about that I made a mistake, what that was all about was that I missed something on a map. Now, the bit I missed is that if you look on the right hand side of the screen now, which way you'll find some bits and pieces on there, as well as a picture of the Shantytown place on the right hand side of the screen, which will show you a picture of the place as well as the name of it, where you'll find some things on there. Also, it'll say 43% complete, and also we'll have some things on there, which I mean that there is below that, which you'll find a name as well as a shape of a tent, which is camps that you'll be looking for, and there's 6 of those for you to fast travel or either decide to use your skills or your salvage, which is what you want to look for. Okay, next one down, which is to do with documents, which is what you want to look for. Some nice books for Lara to grab hold of to do that. Okay, next one down is that hang on a minute. You have to look for 5 documents, which are books, and the relics, which are in boxes, what you want to look for, and there's 7 of those you're going to need. Now the next one down is GPS caches. There are 15 of those bloody things in this big shape of a shantytown place. And what you're going to need to do is just find a glowy shape thing. And when you do grab those, as well as every other flipping map there is, like this great big thing around it, which is an island, and where you'll find all these ones around here, where you'll see a load of GPS caches everywhere. And so when you do grab every single one of them, eventually, you will be able to get Lara to say, aha! Okay, so the GPS caches are shaped like a lock, like this one here in the mountain village. And so you're looking for those. Make sure you grab every single one of them. But yeah, that's what that'll do. So you want to make sure you grab all of those, and so you'll be able to get Lara to say aha. And if you can, wondering what I'm on about that when I say that, is that when you was playing, if you ever played the Tomb Raider 2000, when you ever played the old Tomb Raider games, which is the old classics of Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, was that you will be able to pick up health packs, large health packs, Uzi clips, magnums, and some other ones in the other Tomb Raider games, which is Tomb Raider 2 and 3 games. But also they're back in one piece in the PS4 game console and PS5 and the Nintendo Switch for you to be able to play them. Okay, so you want to make sure you're looking for the GPS caches. Make sure you grab every single one of those. Right, also you'll find a tomb to do, which is what you'll find on my last recording, that I've done one of them. And also, when you do one of those, you will be able to grab 1,250 XP to be boosted up for your skills, which is skill points. If you look at the bottom left hand side of the screen, where you'll find number 4 with skill points named on there. When you do the tomb, you'll grab the XP to be boosted up, and also you'll either grab some salvage, which is what I've done for the first one I've done, which gave me only 250. But also, like when I said about the skills that showed you about the when I said about the salvage boxes and the silver boxes that I showed you, that said about the salvage will be boosted up even higher. Okay, because when you don't select the salvage, the skill point for your salvage for the boxes, you're only going to get 200 when you complete a tomb. But when you do select it and you open a box in the tomb, you'll grab 250 or even more than that possibly. But also when you do a tomb, you will be able to find some items around the place. As you can see on the right hand side of the screen, beside the titles of different things in there, you'll find some things that's got dark patches on there. Now when they're dark patches, that means those are the ones you've picked up. But also the ones you haven't picked up will be a certain colour, which will be grey. To say, don't be stupid, it's right here. I'm right over here. Hello? I'm over here, stupid. And so that's what the tombs will do. They will allow you to find things even easier in your island of your different maps that you've been in. Okay, so that's what that will do. Also another way, when you complete another one, or any specific one you do, you'll get the 1,250, but you'll also grab something else instead of the salvage. But still, if you complete any of those, it will still find. So every time when you complete one, it will allow you to find the items around the place in your maps. Depends on which map you're in. So if you're in the shantytown, it will allow you to find some bits and pieces hiding around the place. If you're in the mountain village and you do a tomb, it will allow you to find some items that you're looking for, like the documents is, or the GPS cache is, or whatever, and it'll allow you to say, I'm over here. Don't be stupid. You're blind, ain't you? Here, have it. And also, last of all, which is to do with two things, which are challenges. And the first one, which you'll find 1 out of 4, which is to do with ripping off bells, which we've only done 1 of them. And the last of all, there is 1 for some things to rip off, which I mean by there is some cloth that is tied around something, where you have to use your fire arrows to burn the cloth down to make it vanish, as well as use your bow with L2 and R2 to rip it off and get rid of it so it falls down on the ground and smashes into pieces. So that's what your challenge is. Alright, so those are your 2 challenges. You're looking for bells and some cloth that's tied around something. Burn it down and slowly use the string with your L2 and R1 to rip it down and smash it. And so that's what that's for. Alright. Okay, so that is that. Right, so the thing for the challenge that I was on about, not the challenge. Right, so for the salvage, you don't want to be looking for this, because this will allow you to find XP to be boosted up, which is what you might want to grab hold of, because there's 20 XP right there on the left hand side of the screen. And also what I'm going to try and do is find that flipping stupid thing I'm freaking trying to find. Oh. So the thing I was on about was that there's one thing that I couldn't freaking find. And when I said there was a certain number of different things you've got to find in this area, there are 12 in here to start off with. So you're going to need to find 12 things. So try over here, which looks like it's a no, because the relic is in that box that's been opened up. So I won't be able to find it over there. And what I'm looking for, whenever I flicking do find it, which it might be up here, which you might want to be up against, so you can climb up it. And is it in it? Yes it is. There it is. There it is. Which is a document. That's what you want to grab hold of. So there's 25 XP right there. There you go. There's all your 12 pieces. That's the bit I was looking for. I knew there was something missing. Like I said on my last recording, I'm sure I missed something. But yeah, that's what I was missing. So you're looking for 12 things just in this area. You're looking for 12 things. Okay, so there's a document right there where the tomb is. You'll find a relic over here. GPS cache there. Another GPS cache here. Documents is like a shape of a piece of paper that's been folded up, where you can make planes out of. A relic there. And a relic and a document there. And another relic down here. GPS cache there. Another GPS cache down right here. And the relic that's over there. And so that is all your 12 things. You're still looking for a couple of bells and some things to smash down. Alright, so here we go. This is where the carnage begins. Let me have a sip of tea for a minute. Okay, right. So this is where I left off last time. So when you come across it, you'll find one of your camps, which is shaped like a campfire, which will allow you to just use 2 things: skill points and salvage, if you really want them, which I might use, which I would have said for you to use, which is probably best to use this one right here to grab some more XP for headshots and some stealth kills, which is what it's telling you, as well as it's telling me. So when you're killing people for a headshot with an arrow or a bullet from a gun, you'll get 15 XP to start off with. And so if you want some more, then you might as well use that.
What's going on?
Also, Lara was saying, what is going on? Yes, Lara. So we'll have to see what's going to go on it. Right, also, first of all, down here is some water. We're going to be sliding all the way down, but you don't want to be doing that. So what you want to do is use L3 and push it up and just walk across here. So you can avoid some water, because there's a tube down it which allows water to slide out from. As well as another one somewhere. Yeah, there's one down here and one down there. And also the way I'm using the boat is L2 for the accuracy to be aimed at where you want to aim at. But also when you aim at when you're aiming at people, it will go red to say, yep, you're aiming right on it. So make sure you're just going for the head, really. Alright. So like I said, with the skills, and if you want more XP to boost up your skills to go even higher, I suggest you use that one I just used, as well as the symbol that looks like a plant. So you want to look for that. Okay, what you want to do is jump straight down it and get your shotgun out, because now this thing's going to box your way in, so you want to smash that out. Also, like I said, with the skills with the salvage crates and stuff, and also when I said about the shotgun, with the range of the distance of how far away, which I've used. So now what I can do is pull myself right back and use R1 to reach a bit more further over there. But also on the right hand side of the screen, you'll find a shape of a circle right beside the white patches that's below the number of 19 there. So with the white patches, just around the white, on the right side of the patch, it's got a circle on it to say you've got the range distances for you to shoot, however how far away you are, to destroy things. Alright, so also you'll find a green box which has nothing to do with your salvage, but it allows you to find your shotgun shells in, as well as some empty boxes and loads of rubbish. Also there's a document right here, which is a book that you're after. 25 XP right there. So you'll be able to do that. But now you can now jump straight over this thing, which is where you'll find a salvage crate, as well as use L1 to say I'm over here. So you can do that if you want, if you can't find it. You want to press the square or X, whichever console you're on. Also I've got 15 salvage right there. Also, what I was going to say was that we've got some company. Also, the other thing is that we're down here now. We're down over this area instead of being up here. Alright? So you've got 12 things down this area, and the rest of it is on the other side, where we are now. Alright? So like I said, there is company. So, also,
Oh my god,
Grim's talking. He's a guy that's got a hat on his head. You won't be seeing him. But also, there's some carnage up there. Also, look, there's a guy falling down. Also, Grim's doing a lot of punching. Look, another guy's down. So Grim's up there somewhere. He's up there. So we're gonna have to help him. But also, what we can do is hop down right here. Oh, no, I'll get down. And Grim's talking again. Right.
Get up here. We need to get
Stop
you.
talking, Grim. Thank you. Because we need to do some concentration, don't we? Right, so Laura.
Get us up.
Yeah. Right, the GPS cache is right down it, which is what you want to grab hold of. 5 XP right there.
You see that there ladder? Climb it.
Ladder? I don't think there's no such ladder. What do you reckon?
Get a move on and get up here.
Also, there's one of these, which is one of your challenges.
Got to rescue the others.
Right, so L1, L2 first, and R1. Oh, no, sorry. L2 and R2 for the arrow to burn the sheet. And also, if you don't want to fire arrows, push the D-pad up once for the arrows to bugger off. You just use normal arrows. If you push it up once again, the arrows with the flames will come back on. And if you want it off again, just push it up once. Alright? Also, if you want to switch weapons, like a pistol, push the down D-pad just once to switch it to the pistol. If you want the shotgun, use the left D-pad button to get the shotgun out. If you want to use the assault rifle you've got, when you get towards where I am, use the R D-pad and just use it. Okay, so rip this down, which is one of your challenges. Just smash that down, which is 10 XP right there. And also you got 4 out of 5 there, so you've got to find one more. Alright, also Grim, like I say, he's up here somewhere. He's flicking hiding and ranting and raving at me. Alright, also you'll find a bit of string tied around it, but you can't do nothing with it. Alright, so don't even try with your string with your arrow with L2 and R1. Alright, also there's a cloth here, so don't worry about that. But also what I would do if I were you, use L2 and R1 to pull this down straight away. And do this one as well. Rip all the string off. Take all the cloths off that's around this place to start off with. There's a specific reason for that. Alright. I'm pretty sure that's it. Right, if you're a first time player, I suggest you go for easy, because this bit's going to be a bit tricky. And it's going to be a little bit more awkward than the last recording I did, because there's a fair few people I kept flicking dying with. Right, also there's a brown box for your assault rifle if you want them, even though I've got 88, even though I can carry 90, so I don't need that right now. Also there's a guide down it which I'll use to grab 2 bullets for the assault rifle and 27 salvage, and this guy's going to give me 5 bullets for the pistol and 20 for the salvage. And so now I'm up to 43 bullets for the pistol, 90 bullets for the assault rifle. Shotgun 19, even though I can only use 6 bullets to use, as well as I only can carry 20. And also with the bow, I only can use 1 at a time, which is I've only got 70 at the minute, so that's alright. But also with the assault rifle, there's probably about 45 bullets for you to use, but if you want to go gentle with it, just keep pushing the R2 in, out every time. Okay, so L2 and R2, and just push it in, out gently, so you don't waste as much bullets than you already have got in your cylinder. Okay, and the cylinder is basically the white patch that goes around the 9 over there on the right side of the screen, so you want to be careful with that. But if you want to waste a fair few load of bullets, then keep the R2 pushed in with L2 being pushed in. Also you'll find another brown red barrel there, which you know exactly what that does because you've seen it last time, so we'll just have to see. Right then, okay, up the ladder we go, which is right here. But Laura ain't gonna do it, is she?
Not a chance, you bastard.
Yes, Laura, tell them they're bastards. How about that? Right then, so if I were you, pull that one down. And also, what you can do is use some fire arrows if you wish. And also, there's going to be some guys that's going to throw some explosives at you. So if I were you, push the B or circle loads of times. And these guys right here, oh, this guy right here, has got some explosives. That's okay. I would move away from that barrel. So like I say, one guy there, explosives. Ouch. Ouch. Ugh. Trying to do two things at once. Shit, I want that. Thank you. Right, so there's a guy there with explosives. That guy there was explosives, what you want to kill to stop them firing arrow explosives at you. Alright. Also with your arrows, if you want to use them, keep R2 and L2 pushed in. So if you keep R2 in, you've got a better chance of killing someone with the R2 pushed in with your arrows. So keep that in when you're using that. There's 10 XP right there. But also you want to make sure you don't fall down there either. Because there's water down there as well as they've got a chance of killing you. Before you'll be able to get back up here. There's 20 XP right there. And also what you can do is keep using your arrows if you want. And just keep dodging by pressing the B or circle. And the explosive there, so I want to avoid that. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Alright, there's a 10 XP there. Yeah, she won't die. Oh dear. Right then, what you want to do now, there's a fair few guys around here. So what you want to do is keep moving. Because what you'll find is more guys with explosives. They can chuck a load of bombs around the place. Ouch. Ow. Excuse me. So like I say, what you'll do is find people with some explosives somewhere along the line. So what you want to do is use your axe with Y or triangle to whack these people with, without wasting loads of bullets, if you wish. There's 10 XP there. Ow. There you go, there's explosives there. Oh. Ouch. Ow! Who's doing that? So like I say, with a couple of guys with some arrows as well. Also there's a couple of guys with some axes as well, so you want to use that triangle. Or Y. No you're not. I'm coming for you. Also I might have just enough time. Not today. Your turn. Ow! Oh. Ouch. There's no explosive there. A couple of guys coming along. So like I say, with the guys that's throwing explosives, wait for the explosives to come to you and try and avoid them if you want. But that ain't gonna happen for me, is it? But yeah, like I say, you can use that for example for some advantage. Also, I'm gonna use the shotgun first now. You're dead. No, you're not. Ow! 10 XP right there. Look at that explosive guy. Oh, those are around here somewhere. Oh, no one can't. But when you see a red patch on the screen, it allows you to say one's coming for you. Okay. So that's where you need to push that B or circle to dodge it away from it. I can die with it. Get up. It's never too much. Ow. Oh, for goodness sake. This guy's driving me nuts. There you go. That's that guy dead. And now the rest of them are going to bugger off. Which is quite handy.
Lara, you're alive!
Just barely. Where are the others?
Still locked up inside, but I know where they are. Get up here and we'll get them out together.
I can't climb up there from here.
Oh, well.
Ah, damn it. got some kind of setup for hauling cargo. Maybe you can use it to come around the other side.
All right, I'm on my way.
Yes. Laurie, you better get on your way. Right, there's 400 XP right there on the left hand side of the screen. So when you come along to just keep dodging around the place, you will be able to get the explosives for the guys to chuck the explosives and kill them instead, without wasting loads of things. 25 salvage right there and 5 bullets for the pistol. And that guy's going to give me 3 arrows and 8 salvage. This guy's going to give me 2 bullets and 5 salvage right there. This guy's going to give me 4 arrows and 8 salvage. This guy's going to give me 4 bullets for the assault rifle and 29 salvage. This guy's going to give me 4 arrows and 22 salvage right there. Right, now, we saw a guy tie some string, so you can now climb up here. So I suggest you do that right now. Right, also, guy there for explosives. 4 arrows, 2 shotgun shells, and 20 salvage right there from that guy there. How generous. And also, that guy's going to give you 6 salvage, 2 bullets for the assault rifle, and some arrows, I think it was. Right, 2 shotgun shells from that guy and 23 salvage right there. And also I'm going to leave that there for now, because I can come back round that way. Also now, shoot that down, because you're going to need that. So you can come down here. And then, what you can do, is come straight up it. And also what I'm going to do, is do a bit of speeding up a little bit, first of all. Alright, and what you want to do, is come straight back over it. Also, what you want to do is hop straight over it. And also, if you want to stay out of trouble, what you can do is just keep hopping around the place. And keep hopping around and around and around, because there's loads of these everywhere. Also, what you can do is drop down from it and press the circle to keep rolling around the place and keep coming down here. So you'll be nice and safe. Okay, but also, the jingle sound turns up to say you found a tomb, which is right here. But we are going to do some more of that very soon. And that's where we're going to leave it for today. And I shall catch you on the next one. Take care.